Hello everyone, I'm back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the WWE Elite Series 120 Cody Rhodes, as well as a valuable lesson in paying attention to what you get before you get it. So, I was in Walmart about, maybe 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, something like that, and came across this Cody Rhodes figure. Cody Rhodes, of course, American Nightmare, QB1 in WWE right now, the current WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. And the figure looked great. I love a good suited figure, so I saw this and I was like, yeah. And then I was in Walmart, a different Walmart last Sunday, and I was looking around the toy section, and I noticed this same figure, but there was an accessory that was missing in mine's. And then when I turned the box around, and I saw, as you see, the back of this box, of course, the back of all the boxes, you had the other wrestlers in this series. A lot of new faces in this one. Well, a couple of new faces. Got Lola Vice, Joe Gacy, and that's their first WWE figure, period, if not elite. Then you got the usuals: LA Knight, Roman Reigns, John Cena. And you see this, and he has hoisted the old school version of the WWE World Championship from back in the day, back in the 70s. This was a belt that his dad never held, Dusty Rhodes, even though he challenged for it a couple of times back in the 70s. So, and I saw the figure, because in the original box, in that, when I was in that store, the figure was draped over Cody's shoulder in the box, and I just did not assume that. And it's been a while since I got this figure. I don't have the receipt, so of course I'm not going to return it, but at the same time, it's not that big of a loss. It's just a belt. It's not like it was a complete fig swap or a wrong head or something in there. So I was just like, wow, definitely a lesson that I need to pay attention before I get my figures. And that's, I think, the only time that has happened to me when getting a figure. Every elite figure, the elite figures are the ones you see the most fig swaps and the most things missing from them. When I go on Instagram or see other people post their fig swap, pictures of fig swaps, in various toy stores. So yeah, so I would just, Lord, the squirrels are active back there. Sound like a deer. But so yeah, so just a lesson to before you get a figure, especially before you get an elite, definitely just get your phone and just search, go do a quick Amazon search or whatnot to make sure that the figure you're purchasing is accurate, so you're not missing pieces or anything like that. Because had I known that, I probably would have just not gotten a Cody figure. It's not like I'm really hurting for Cody figures anywhere, nor I collect Cody figures that much. But yeah, so just a little story. Like I said, just missing a belt, but it's not the end of the world. And there is a chase version of this figure actually too. So if I ever come across that in the wild, when it has the same belt with it, of course, I may pick that one up. It has like a cream color suit on, kind of like a pinkish cream color suit. But yeah, Cody Rhodes. And again, Cody, one thing I do like about Cody, a lot of things I like about Cody, some things I don't like about Cody, but one of the things I like is that the guy just looks like a star. When you see him on TV, he stands out from every other wrestler in the company because he dresses like he's it's a throwback, kind of how the wrestlers back in the 70s and 80s, the NWA champion, or Ric Flair back then, and guys would dress, wear the nicest clothes, the three-piece suits. It just sets him apart from every other wrestler on the roster, and I just think it's a good look for him, and I think it makes him stand out amongst wrestlers of this current era. So here we go. Was this figure okay? I mean, it's not nothing major, because again, it's not like I have these figures. I mean, but was this a used? Was this figure returned? I'm guessing, because everything else, I mean, head scan, the additional head, the interchangeable hands, that's all accurate. Nothing wrong with those. But like the figure, if you look at it, it's like some very minor marks in the back, and it could just be from the manufacturer, but. No, it doesn't make sense though, because the figure was bound up still. He had the ropes on it, so it couldn't have been used. So let me take that back. But yeah, a couple of little scuff marks. I don't know if you can see them, kind of on the back of the leg. And then there's one kind of on the, this would be, well, his left shoulder area. I don't know if you can see a little. And then even in in the arm, the middle of the arm is kind of like a little kind of, I don't know, like, well, just maybe scuff marks, what it looks like. It's not nothing major. It's not like the figure is, you know, it's not get seriously damaged or anything. It's not that extreme, but it is interesting. Yeah, and it's an elite because he got the, you know, it's interesting. I just don't, but like I said, it doesn't take away from the figure. I mean, still, it's nothing that's major or anything structurally to the figure. We got Cody in a nice brown suit and tie, and just looking very dapper. Not much else to it. No other accessories aside from the belt that came with it. You know, you have the usual interchangeable head and hands. Face scan, head scan, accurate. Looks like Cody Rhodes with his $1 million megawatt smile. And yeah, and overall, it's in good condition. Like I said, it's nothing obscene about the figure. I mean, you can't tell unless you were really up on it. It's nothing that really that feels like I need to actually, well, I can't return it now, but if it was something where, you know, I absolutely just wouldn't want this figure in the collection anymore, it's nothing to that extent. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Cody Rhodes in another suit, looking quite dapper. Yeah, speaking of Cody, it's just been, well, I guess not so much Cody's not the main focal of attention, but it's been a lot in the wrestling world over the last week. Of course, last weekend, John Cena retired, ending his legendary career to Gunther in what I thought was an incredible match. And just, you know, it's been a lot of discourse, you know, all over the place about whether it was the right finish or not. For one, I thought it was a perfect finish. I had no issues with it. I thought it was a right finish for the future going forward with Gunther being positioned as the top heel, and I like it. And more than anything, it was a good, really a great match. It was one of the best Cena matches of his run this year. And, you know, Gunther, he's off to the races, and I just hope that the booking doesn't fail him, because Gunther's already been a big star, but now he has a chance to go into that next echelon, that upper echelon heel character. And I think that you couldn't ask for a better springboard than to be the one to retire Cena and make him tap out. So I loved it, love everything about it, and I'm curious to see where they go forward with Gunther. But hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, been a while since I've done a video. I'm doing far more shorts, so even if you don't see a video from me every so often, I should always have some shorts posted pretty regularly. I just got a lot of my figures, not all of them, but a good chunk of my figures out from storage, and they're in the house. So I'll be doing a lot of shorts. My gosh, I got just about most of my Rays, a lot of my Cenas, a lot of AJ Styles figures from over the years, and just everything else. So you're going to be seeing a lot more content soon with the shorts. So again, thank you for watching. Hope you all just have a great rest of the day. The holidays is upon us, so I hope you all will have, if I do not see you in a video before then, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Just take care of yourselves, spend time with your family. Remember that Jesus is the reason for the season, and just have fun and take care of yourselves. So that is, I think, all I have for you today. Take care, and I will talk to you again after a while.